All right, looks like I'm very excited to be joined with a familiar voice and a familiar name. She's got a lot going on, and she decided to take some time to interview your boy, Miss Tucky Williams, back on the show.
Hey,
Long time no talk. How's it going?
I know. How are you, Kenny?
I'm I'm remarkable. I feel
You're
good.
remarkable.
I,
That's great.
so
I am too. I am too. How about that wind? You're
yeah, yeah, I heard it.
It's crazy. I'm hearing the wind too, and I'm like, oh, Kenny's talking about it too.
Yeah.
I better call him and talk to him about the wind.
So we've had a very extended summer, if you will, here in Lexington,
Yes.
and now the fall weather is picking things up a bit. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I'm fighting through it.
Oh,
But at least I have some company, make me feel
that's right.
cozy inside. Um,
And your voice sounds good. It sounds deeper, and it sounds rugged and masculine.
ooh,
Yeah.
yes. I look with Facebook. I'm one of those people that goes through Facebook memories, see how far I've come as an individual, and I see pictures of you and myself um,
Mhm.
at a convention that you used to be a part of, but you don't go there no more.
Right.
Um, those were some of the best memories I have was when you was there.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yep.
so so girl
Well,
scene.
I've known you. I've known you since the beginning of my career. I mean, I've known you, I
Yeah,
think, 10 years now.
yeah,
I've known you since Dead Moon Rising, since my career started. So I kind of feel like we've grown up together in a way because you were one of the first people to interview me, and so you were literally one of the first people to interview me, and so you followed me through my whole career, and I've been able to follow you and how you've come up, and now you have your own show, and you're doing all this stuff, and I'm just so amazed by you and all you do, and I'm really happy that we've managed to stay friends all this time.
yeah. And I am a Ken, and you are a Tucky. So and we are in the state of Kentucky. So
Yes, yes,
it's
and we're both huge, which not many people know. I don't
yeah,
know if they know that about you and about me, but we're very big people.
yeah. It's people feel bad being around me because I'm a tall person, and I try to
Yeah,
tell people that hey, being tall does have its cons. Okay,
yes,
it
it does.
has its disadvantage. You know,
It does.
so be fortunate that you don't go through the adversity that a tall person. Like they look at a tall person, they think, oh, it's easy. Oh, you can pick up some things or reach for stuff. Like,
Right.
but it's also a struggle, like getting stuff on the floor and things like that.
Hmm. And
It's
clothes.
yeah,
Finding clothes that fit is really difficult. I
yeah.
don't know if you have that problem, but I
I
do.
have problems looking for pants. Okay, that
The
fits me.
pants, right? They're never long enough.
Yeah, they just long. I'm all about the long jeans, long pants, things like that. And I have to. I'm not a high waters guy. I can't do it.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
I can't do it. Like if that's your style, if that's people's style out there, more power to you. But
Exactly.
I'm a long shorts guy in the summer, and then I'm a long baggy
Uh-huh.
pant in the fall and the winter. And
Right.
so
I mean, the struggle continues. We just got to keep putting our money in the tall people clothes. And also, like, I have huge feet too. I don't know if you have the huge feet, but I'm just, and I know there are women with bigger feet than mine. So I'm just, why are they making all these little tiny shoes? Do you have that problem? Do you have like really large feet to match your really long legs?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe it's different for men because they probably make giant shoes for men. I feel like all these women are in denial and they're squeezing their feet into these little tiny shoes because they don't want to have big feet. But I mean, come on, ladies, wear the big shoes. Anyway, you were trying to ask me about my career, and then I got off on
no,
that.
no, you good, you
So,
good.
all right. I just feel like we can have a conversation, so I like talking to you. I'm
So
catching up with an old friend.
cashing up indeed. I
Mm-hmm.
was so when and we'll talk more girl scene when you and Maya are on here on November.
I haven't asked Maya yet,
Oh,
or Maya's gonna find out. Oh, by the way, you're doing this.
yeah. So
But that'll be fun.
so girl scene. It all started as just a regular show, and
Mhm.
now it has huge fan base,
Mhm.
and now
It's on Amazon now.
it's on Amazon. It's on some
Mhm.
platforms, and now
Mhm.
there's going to be a full-length movie.
Yes.
So, how's that feel to see how GGS started and to where it is headed now? And I'm happy to say that I was an extra in a couple of episodes.
Yes, you
Uh,
were. You were a very good extra.
I try, you know, I
You were
try.
great. You were always back there. There
So,
should be a Kenny drinking game that every time you see Kenny in the background, you take a drink.
and I had some good times there. I've interviewed some of the cast members. I've interviewed
Mhm.
Ronnie. I've interviewed Amanda. I've interviewed
Mhm.
you. And what I remember the very first interview that we did, which was probably 10 years ago, something like
Mhm.
that. Um, my co-host was with me at the time, and he was kind of pushing me a bit, trying to get me out of my
I remember that very well. Yes.
shell, like. And I get it. Everybody was just joking around, ha ha ha, and I was just trying to go along with it. I guess I was trying to be professional, whatever. I don't want to make people uncomfortable or whatever. I don't want to put nobody on the spot. I know Howard Stern for crying out loud. But Jeff, he kind of brings that. He gets he's an outgoing dude, and he's gonna do things like that from time to time. And
Yeah. He's a nice guy, though.
but he's a good guy.
He's a good
Um,
guy. Yes.
and so I'm happy to see how far you come,
Mhm.
in your career, and and you still going at it. I think the last time I seen you in person, I think it was Lexington Comic Con, probably a year or two ago. It may have been,
Yeah, it was before I did Dagger Kiss. It was right before I did Dagger Kiss because you
yes.
asked me what my next project was, and I said I didn't want to say, and I knew that it was going to be Dagger Kiss, but I was so scared that it wasn't going to work out, and there was going to be this interview that I had done with you where I said, oh, I'm making a medieval film, and then it was like it never happened, but it happened and it worked out, and so I'm really happy about that. That's one of my favorite interviews. I think I have it up on my website.
Awesome. Yeah, I still have it
Yeah.
on. That was probably the highest view interview that year. You
Well, that's
know.
because I told everybody about it.
Yeah.
Watch this interview; it's so good.
Yes. So that was pretty awesome. And I do plan on going back to Lexington Comic Con this year. Um, they got a couple of guest announcements here and there. I'm looking forward to it. It's actually going to be a 4-day event this year instead of the usual 3. And the
Okay.
the previous one, not only was it at the Lexington Community Center, but it was at the Rupp Arena. They allowed them to have used the Rupp Arena building as part of their convention. So that just shows how far they come as a convention, and I enjoy
Yeah.
going there every single year, and just some good times, um, and just
Oh, I know. They have the best celebrities there. I mean, I just have so many stories about talking to celebrities,
yeah,
and oh yeah, I love the Comic Con.
and me being like a Power Rangers nerd and a
Uh
wrestling
huh.
nerd,
Oh,
I
totally.
got, I
Yeah.
got a chance to meet so many people that I grew up. I think I met probably 4 of the 5 original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Really?
Yeah,
That's exciting.
I met them all. I got pictures with all of them. Um,
Oh.
the only original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger I did get to meet was the Yellow Ranger. She died a long time ago. So,
Mhm.
but I got 4 out of 5. So they ain't bad. And thank you, Lexington Comic Con, for making my Power Ranger dream come true, meeting all of those individuals.
I have my own Comic-Con stories. Do you want me to tell them?
Oh, please go right ahead.
I mean, okay. Do you know the movie Aliens? Like,
Yes.
not Alien. It's Aliens, the sequel to Alien. It was directed by James Cameron.
Yeah.
Anyway, it stars Michael Biehn, this great, fantastic actor. And you've got to understand, Aliens, I've seen that movie so many times. And actually, right before I met him at Comic-Con, I didn't even know he was going to be there. I had been watching that movie every single night. And so I found out he was going to be there, and I was like, oh, my God. I think he's a Private Hicks. I don't know. I think that's the character he plays. And so I wanted to meet him, and, so I did. And I went on that day pass where you can go and you can pretty much walk up to the celebrity and start talking to them. And I started talking to him, and we had I said some really lovely things about his career and his work and what I admired about him as an actor. And then I got a picture with him, and I was just like, I want to feel what it's like to have this, big action star save my life. So I looked at him and I said, do you do hugs? And he said, yeah. And he gave me this big hug, and I was just like, oh, I feel like I'm a damsel in distress being rescued. And I was so excited to get a hug from him, from Michael Biehn. I just felt like, that was just like a dream come true, to be rescued by him, even though I was just at a Comic-Con convention. So that was like my highlight. I also met Atreyu from Neverending Story, and that was really funny because I was at a booth across from his, and so we could kind of see each other, and so I kind of got to talk to him all weekend. Have you seen Neverending Story, Kenny?
No, I have not.
Oh, well, then you don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway, if you were into that when you were a kid, it was a big deal, and Atreyu is like your hero if you're a kid and you saw Neverending Story. It was amazing to see him as an adult, and for me to be a grown-up too, and it was just like, it was just like my dream come true. And who else? Greg Grunberg from Heroes and Star Trek and Star Wars, and his son has epilepsy. And so I kind of walked up to him and I said, oh, hey, I have epilepsy too. All the stuff you've done, it really has meant a lot to me. And he was like, wait, stay here, don't move. And so he talked to some people and talked to some fans, and then we had this great conversation about epilepsy. And he made a video, and we just had this great time. I really felt like I made a connection with him, and we talked about epilepsy drugs, and we talked about his son, and I think that's the amazing thing about these conventions is it just sounds like, oh yeah, comic book convention, whatever. But you can have these really fun experiences, like I had meeting Michael Biehn. You can have these really nostalgic experiences, like I had with Atreyu and Neverending Story, and then you can make these really meaningful human connections, like I did with Greg Grunberg. That's all. That's all. That's my spiel. But I think I think people who haven't gone to them don't really understand how powerful they can be. But they're amazing.
Oh yeah, just the experience to relive your childhood.
Yes.
Watch your childhood favorites. Just to actually get to see them and have a brief conversation with them and just say thank you for being a part of my childhood.
Exactly.
And
then they're so happy to hear that. It's not like they're not like jerks. They're not like, oh yeah, whatever. They're like, they really appreciate it. They come to these conventions because they want to meet the people who have who've been affected by their work.
And with Lexington, it's always a huge turnout, especially on Saturdays.
Yeah. It's that's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
And just to be around people with similar likes like we do, and it feels amazing. Well, Tucky, great chatting with you, getting caught up with you.
It's been great chatting with you. Do I get to talk to you again in November?
Yeah, absolutely. And
okay, I want to. I'm just so happy. Did they know that I just messaged you over Facebook and you said, hey, come be on the show, and then that's how this happened? That it was just a very spur of the moment thing?
Yeah,
did you tell them that? I don't know. But yeah, that's just the amazing thing. Is how long we've known each other. Kenny's just like, hey, call me up, come be on my show, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah.
And,
so I'm going to come on again, and we're going to do the whole thing again, and I'm really happy about that.
Before I let you go, so the Lexington Music Awards is going on in January. I'm trying to get nominated for Best Radio DJ. I have there's an online public voting going on, and I would really appreciate if you can nominate me for Best Radio DJ.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you send me the link, and I'll actually make a Facebook post on my Facebook page about it.
Sounds good. I'll definitely.
Yeah. All right. I'd love to do that, and then I'll make everybody vote for you.
Much love. Thank you.
Sound good?
Yes.
Oh, much love, Kenny. It was so nice to chat.
So nice to chat. Hopefully we'll see each other in the future as well.
Yes, I will hunt you down.
Please hunt me
We'll
down.
do a live interview again soon.
So November, everybody go check out the interview. Me, Tucky, and Maya, if she's able to be there.
Able.
So
we haven't asked her yet.
So we haven't asked her yet, but it's kind of pre-confirmed as of right now.
Pre-confirmed. I like that. Yeah.
So, you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll check.
Okay, you too. Be safe. Stay out of the wind.
All right. I'm staying home.
All right. Have a good night, Kenny.
Bye. Bye.
All right. Bye.
That was Tucky Williams getting caught up with her. She's gonna be back on the show, and so that was a spur of the moment.